This season, we're bringing you the real stories of Huntsville entrepreneurs.
From the mess to the breakthrough, we're showing you the whole journey.
And why it matters for every dreamer in the Rocket City.
We are so excited because we are coming back after 7 weeks of sabbatical, right?
Like, 7 weeks of sabbatical.
The opposite of that.
The opposite of that.
7 weeks of like
gauntlet running.
That's
doing the most.
Yeah, of doing the most.
Yeah, that's been my motto this
doing the most
session.
Yeah,
doing the most.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you kind of reached for the stars?
I do.
Yeah?
I feel like
or reach for the moon. And if
land
you
in
miss,
the stars,
you land in the
like
stars?
that's the way. Yeah, I feel like we got pretty far out of the stratosphere at the least.
But you just recently joined BNI, right? Not too long ago. And had you been in BNI?
It was a rocky start.
It was a rocky start.
We worked it out.
Yes.
And so, how has your experience been so far? Like, what's working? What's not? Like, tell us about your BNI experience.
Yeah, I had never been in BNI before. I'd heard of it. Sort of the giver's gain mentality was something that I kind of assimilated from other people that I knew that were in BNI, so it seemed very natural. Like, okay, this is a place that I agree with these values. I get what's going on here. I came to Gateway, which is our chapter of BNI, because like 3 different people invited me all on the same day, and they were all in the same chapter. So it felt like the universe telling me, like, be here.
And they were the people that you wanted to be around.
And they were the people I wanted to be around. People who were just influencers and, city connectors, and people who were business boosters. And I have felt that still to be true, even after being there for a number of months, that this is a room I want to be in. And people that are really kind of in it to help the business community thrive and connect. And it's a really good vibe. And I like being there.
How have the referrals been?
I have gotten some really good referrals. I've gotten a couple clients from BNI chapter already, even though it's only been a few months. So that's been great. The hard referrals have been really useful, but I think honestly it's the softer stuff that's so far been really the best.
Okay, what do you mean?
Okay, hang on. Wait, before you go into it.
Yeah.
Before she joined, I had a coffee date at Just Love Coffee. And so I go into Just Love Coffee and I'm like, I don't know, I was drawn to this energy in the room. And there they are. Talking.
It was us. We were the energy.
They were the energy. They're like talking and having you guys. So I crashed their one-to-one. Now she went in BNI.
I had just met her from her visiting.
Yeah.
I think I was joining, but I was not yet.
Yeah, in conversation, but not
in the process.
And so we're like talking, we're chatting, we're like, okay, fine, who to connect with, and didn't you take her down? Like you met her at the dentist, right?
Yeah. Well, I said, hey, are you busy for the next couple minutes? Let's just go on down.
And she just took her down. Like, come on.
They're a partner now.
It's that kind of... And so I feel like you're talking about like being in the right room with the right people and the kind of mindset and stuff. And I think that was just so impressive. You know? Like Dana, like totally out of her normal character. No,
I mean, kind of.
No. Dana, she's a go-giver.
I know a thing that you need to know, and I will tell you right now. That is such a valuable thing. Instead of I'm going to keep it all to myself.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I thought that was fantastic. I just wanted to highlight that. It made a big impact. It was really impressive, and it worked great. Yeah. And then I spent 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 6 weeks, forever trying to get a cocktail at Sip with you.
I know.
And it was just like... And then finally we went, and it was a crazy party. It was amazing.
It was insane.
Hopefully
they'll be a partner. We'll
Sazeracs.
We'll see. But
we
had lots of amazing cocktails.
So you said the soft referrals.
Yes. So just being in the room where people are like, hey, you should come to this event. Or, hey, I'm going to be putting on this show. Or, hey, I need sponsors for this nonprofit. And just knowing what's going on in the city and being with the people who can kind of give me the information I need. As someone kind of newer to the business community in Huntsville, like that's been invaluable. Just, being in the rooms that I need to be in. And I just wouldn't have known if I wasn't communicating with the people who are in the know.
Yeah.
I love it. And you have even invited me to a couple of events that I thoroughly enjoyed, and I wouldn't have been in that room had you not invited me. And so it's completely reciprocal.
Yeah.
That's the goal.
Like
Givers gain.
and I want more. I want
Givers
more
gain.
Alisa in my life. I'm like not even kidding.
Sorry,
Like,
never mind.
did
Sorry, she
I
said
miss a cue?
Now my glass is down.
I'm sorry.
Fine.
Sorry.
Do you want to try for it? Giver's gain.
All right. Well, are you ready?
You waited.
It literally took me a couple seconds to grab it.
Let's bring Megan.
cues.
Let's get in here, Megan.
Yeah.
Toast to Giver's gain.
Amazing.
So we consulted with Megan Chitwood, BNI Alabama. She helped us devise a plan because we're gonna throw it down and talk about some challenges. Let's go.
That was successful. We needed you to glue us together.
Dude, I think it's required that you drink when you
Oh,
toast.
you're right.
Like,
And you
Fine.
make eye contact
Yeah, that's true.
when you clank.
how do you do that when there's 4 clanks?
It's
No, you
hard.
do one at a time.
It's like,
No, you gotta do. You got, yeah.
have you ever? There's
And
that
it
kid
seems
show.
like every country has a different, if
Oh
you
my
don't
gosh,
make
this is
eye
getting worse.
contact,
Yeah.
Are you throwing wine?
Yeah.
Can you calm
consequence.
down?
Let's talk about you.
You made some commitments, Missy.
Yeah,
I did.
Did you stick to them? Did you
We
hold
did
to
our
them?
thing. What did you
Okay,
do?
I
first
know.
thing-
I did so
first
much
things
for
first.
Everything. Yeah.
We need you to kind of high level.
Okay.
What was the goal? What did you see as like your challenge?
Yeah, my goal was to bring this business from something that was just kind of me doing my best to however good that was. Things were going really well, but I had no systems to kind of keep doing that well without just crashing and burning.
Mm-hmm.
So my goal was to make everything systematic and scheduled and planned so I knew what I was supposed to do when and what results I was getting, and make this a scalable business that could be grown into other magazines in different places in the future.
Because it was trajectory burnout.
Yes.
Yes.
That was high level burnout
Yes.
was where we were really
Yes.
at.
And we want to shift
Slightly
that.
past,
That was
yes.
the objective. The objective was to shift that by putting some systems in place,
Yeah.
right?
To feel like I had a handle on things,
Yeah.
not just kind of
And we
putting out
saw
fires.
this owning a business versus a job.
Oh, yeah.
It's this definitely that shift.
Mhm.
All right. Well, now how'd you do?
How'd you do?
You can rate it on our scale of 1 to 4.
Cups. Yeah.
Okay, so
Coffee
1 to
cup.
4 coffee cups. Content.
Well, I mean, it's more like
Yeah.
between 2 and 2 cups and 2 wine cups.
This is a
It's not-
very arbitrary scale, and it's not going to be helpful to our watchers. Yeah, I think I got like 75% of what I had hoped to get. There some things like just took so much, and I'm so happy they got done. So I feel night and day better about the business. I know even the things like I didn't feel like I got done. I know where I am on the road to getting them done,
Yeah.
which was just really, it's nice to feel like it's not just lurking in the back of my head. It's something I ought to be doing. It's okay, I have a path toward that. It's just going to happen next week.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
love that. Yeah.
How does it feel to know that not a single participant hit their goal? Like,
Well,
it make you
let's,
better?
let's be real. We all
no
made
one said
very
it.
ambitious
I
goals.
Yes.
nailed
Yeah.
it. I got it all. Check, 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 check.
We were very ambitious in all of our goals.
The way you said, like, I got like 75% there, like, I just feel like I got like 75% there.
That's
like,
good.
that
That's
should
like
be
a-
the-
yeah.
It's like, that's amazing. That's
Yeah.
really, like, because this is about, I mean, you want to get 100, okay, fine, whatever. But this is
Whatever.
about incremental trajectory, like, how can we step forward? Do you feel like you went further than you would have gone had you not made these commitments?
Oh,
You
yeah.
know, like,
Yeah.
okay, let's go. I mean, that is success.
That right there is
That's
success.
success.
There's like the spirit of the law and the letter of the law, right? And like I didn't get the letter all the way done with all the individual things, but the feeling that I wanted to have at the end of this process, like absolutely happened.
Yes.
That like success feeling.
So I have to make a confession, which
Okay.
I know when I came in with my initial plans, Dana did a great job of like turning it into something that could possibly happen in 8 weeks. But for some, I literally was thinking like 2 years out. I
Right?
Like, you were one of those.
Let's franchise
Like,
this business.
we're gonna franchise this business.
7 weeks.
Yes.
Yes.
That'll take at least 8.
But
Right.
that was the initial thing
Yeah.
that everybody got.
Yeah.
And it was just, and I went through it and I said, you know, what would I do if this was my business?
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, kind of what would be the game plan that I would
Yeah.
be putting forward. So to see where everybody has landed on it, like I said,
Yeah, right?
Dana edited very, very well, but I was like, let's just give it all, and then figure out what you're going to commit to in the end. And it's been amazing.
I think it was great. I think it was fantastic. And I knew that they were unrealistic to begin with. I really wanted to see what people were going to do with it.
It's like you're not going to get there if you're not thinking about it enough ahead of time. That's
and everybody's like, I can do that. I commit to that. And I'm like,
look into the lens and say you're going to do it right. And everyone said, I'm doing it.
I'm going to do it.
But they even said they were going to do it to my plan, not Dana's.
So I was like, so this is
you're very
go.
persuasive.
But you know what?
And optimistic, hugely
First of all,
optimistic.
it makes sense to look at planning progress in a business on multiple years. So that is just kind of natural and makes perfect sense. Now, secondarily, you would use that and then go backwards and say, okay, fine, we're going to do this in 2 years. What can we do from this stuff? What can we do this week, next week, over the next 7 weeks that's going to be going in this direction? But also, it sounds like you might have like a 2-year objective. Sounds like now. And
it's so easy to overestimate what we can get done in a day and underestimate what we can get done in a year. And so if we don't push
with
ourselves,
that consistency and that little
you're like, oh, well, this is going to take me a year to do. Well, you probably could do it in a month or two if you buckled down and really focused. Right. So what did this kind of tell you about your goals, and what are you really taking away from the experience?
So I am really excited about just kind of the day-to-day operation of the business, where I was kind of at the point where I felt like I was putting out fires all the time, and that was really all I could focus on. Now I have this complex kind of time blocking of this is when I do certain tasks, and this is how much time I actually need to spend on this, versus this is what I need to maybe outsource to someone else. I've just got a lot more confidence that this is a viable long-term route that's not going to burn me out in 4 to 6 months. So that's kind of the feeling that I have that I love.
So you talked about systemizing and making things, like outlining, getting clarity around operations so that you could have a business instead of a job. So what's an operation?
What'd you do?
So I spent probably 48 hours with just sleeping and eating. Other than that, laying out my calendar for a week. What's that going to look like for me?
The ideal schedule.
The ideal schedule for when are my meeting blocks? When do I have to take my kids to school versus when I can be, working at home with, a sweater on my InDesign, and just it's like the most complicated game of Tetris I've ever played, and also all the blocks are on fire. That's how it felt.
Right.
But we got there. We found all the pieces that fit together.
Could actually flow and feel good.
And so it's
I don't know that I've ever heard anyone ever say, I'm excited about the day today.
Yeah.
I just want to point that out. Can I just highlight?
I'm excited about the day to day.
I don't think I've ever
horrifying if
said.
you're not planning it.
Yeah.
Right. And because you're excited about the day to day, because you know it's manageable and you know how you're going to get it. You're going to how to get it done.
Yeah. That's
amazing.
That was awesome.
Oh, that's the goal.
Yeah.
Right?
So
I love it.
I'd love to be excited about every single day.
So the ideal work week, powerful stuff, super powerful stuff.
And then I've got a kind of longer calendar. One of the things that's been a bit of an albatross this year is all these events that I'm supposed to be going to, the rooms I need to be in. I don't know about them until a week beforehand, and then we have to scramble.
This is visibility and networking?
Yes. So, hey, I want to work with this nonprofit to do this, and I found out about it way too late, and now it's all very complex. And so I've got my yearly calendar. Okay, I missed this event this year. Next year I have to go to this. Or this event was great, and I can do better next year.
It makes so much sense for a community magazine to be very well seen in the community.
There are things that if I miss in this community, I lose influence. It's not. I guess. I wonder why she's not here.
Yeah, I get that. That's also probably a pressure. That
no.
I mean, how do you decide what makes the cut? What do you say no to? What do you say yes to?
Yeah, I've had to kind of make some decisions over the last few weeks as far as these are, especially in the nonprofit world, okay, I only have so much time. All of these are great causes. What can we throw our weight behind as a community, as a magazine, and what do I have to just trust someone else in the community is going to do? What do and where can I kind of push my personal passions versus what resources we have to offer, what we stand for, and kind of
Are you
combine all
talking
those
about
things.
visibility going like at the event? Or you're talking about like
Even
placing
buying
ads
a
in the
table
event,
or
Sponsoring events. We sponsored a table at a United Way event, that sort of thing. Like Wellstone is an organization that we really care about. But like, what about Kids to Love? What about,
There's so many.
there are a billion really great people doing really great things in this city, and I have to kind of figure out where the magazine fits into that serving the community part of what we do.
because you want it to be all.
Yeah, but it's just, there's not enough time, there's not enough money, there's not enough, anything.
And
There's
they
not
probably
enough
have
to do those things.
events on the same day, right?
Yes,
There's like
yes.
not even
So
enough
are
people.
just for clarity, are we talking about like attending the event and having like a presence there?
Sometimes
And
that
just support.
Yeah,
right?
sometimes supporting. We have, partners that we post about all the time. So like, is that going to be what nonprofit? What nonprofit am I going to push to get a spread in a magazine and try to find a corporate sponsor for?
Gotcha.
That sort of thing. And that's just a lot of decisions.
So interesting on like what is the welcome home,
Yeah.
new to the area.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
an interesting question of
Yeah.
like what are the nonprofits that somebody brand spanking new.
Yeah.
Like you
Because
bring
that's
up
all-
Kids to Love,
Yeah.
which is beloved by the city.
Yeah.
But does it make sense to a person who's brand new? They might not know about it. I know about it because it's been years in the making. So.
Right.
Like, what's a thing that will help people new to the city plug in to the communities they need to be a part of? Which is one of the reasons, like, Wellstone is one that we care about, because it's mental health. And moving into the city is extremely stressful on your mental health. And a lot of people move because of weird things in their lives that
Sure.
are causing
military.
problems. And military, and it's
Yeah.
just, there's a lot. So trying to make those decisions as we build out that calendar has been some time and effort.
Yeah, that makes
I love
sense.
it.
But you know what? So that happened? You had something in place before for that?
No, we were
So again,
Everywhere
here we go.
you were just
throwing stuff against the wall. Yeah.
One in front of the other,
Yeah.
right? Because there's a lot to do.
Yeah.
Building, running a business.
Yeah.
There's a lot of events in Huntsville. I don't know
There's
if
a
you've
ton of
noticed.
events.
And most of them are on Thursday nights. Please stop having your events on Thursday nights.
Please.
Sorry, we just had one.
She can
I went to
And
4
she
events
made
last night.
it.
Dana. I
Oh
went
my
to
gosh.
4 subsequent events last night. One I spent
Yikes.
15 minutes at, and then I left. And it was not yours.
It was not ours. I know. You were like, you at
Everyone,
least
please stop.
you talked to all of us. We all knew you were
Yeah.
here. So
So that's where I have to tell the story. So my father, we were going to a funeral. This is terrible. Know your audience when you're going to. We were going to a funeral, and as a family, it was a distant relative. So as a family, it was like we were going to go have Mexican afterwards. And he said, "This is how you network at a funeral." And he said, "Here's what we're going to do." And he talked to everybody in the car. This is what you're doing. You're going. You're shaking hands. You're making eye contact. And he was talking about like get in their personal space
Yeah.
so they know you are there. He was like, "You're going to do that over and over and over again, really, really quickly, and then we're going to be out to Mexican." That's what you did last night.
To do.
I
You have to
felt
be
present.
seen.
Yeah.
Yes,
When time
everybody
is
knew
tight,
Bob was there.
Network like it's a funeral.
Yeah.
Network
That's
like
that's
that's
good
what-
work.
okay.
Here's my networking
That's some
tip of
good
the day.
advice. Network
Would
like a
you
funeral.
all in close?
What did we
Well,
learn from B&I
it's gonna
today?
be super memorable if I'm like in your personal
And, but
space,
you, like,
right?
At a funeral, you would probably be like,
I'm really
so
sorry.
Sorry
Yeah.
if you're lost.
But like at a
And then the
networking event,
personal
you'd be
really-
like, we should follow up and consider to meet sometime. You're like,
May I have your business card?
Or you're just like, congratulations, way to go, big accomplishment.
Yes, and then you
Way
go.
to
And then you
and then move
yes,
on, and
yes,
then move on.
absolutely.
He
Hey,
also
is that
is,
where we
yeah.
had last night?
my father's
Were we
also.
handled?
I think I got handled.
I think a woman yelled at me out of her car last night, and then we exchanged business cards. She's like, "I love your shoes." I'm like, "I think you're cool. Let's go." And like it was like 5 minutes, and we were in and out. Yeah, it was. That's how we do it.
In between her 4 events.
Yeah, that's how we're doing it.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Okay, well, she was right. You are cool.
Hey, thanks.
Okay, super cool.
It's true.
Your
It's
magazine
true.
is super cool.
Okay, so what did you not feel like you got done during
Yeah.
the challenge?
Yeah.
Yeah, there. So I see. Sort of good news and bad news. I did get 5 new partners.
Five
So
new partners?
that's pretty big, right?
That's
Fantastic.
pretty
That's a lot.
big in 7 weeks.
In 7
That's
weeks, I
fantastic.
signed 5 new partners.
Thank you.
So
And we're talking
amazing.
about monthly
These are monthly.
contract.
Yeah,
1 to 3 year contracts
thank you.
for.
That's amazing.
For that,
Listen,
so-
you
Oh
are
my
amazing.
gosh, are we celebrating?
No, we're not.
We
Listen,
should
come on,
walk-
stop.
we should be
Everybody
celebrating.
pause. You're driving me crazy. You gotta
Yeah.
stop clinking. No, your rings
Well,
are. You can't. The
Listen,
sound guy.
we're gonna do it.
as he
I'm
picks
sorry.
it up
No,
and
you're not
joins in.
actually supposed to. And then
There's
like,
one
you're
thing
not
to
supposed
clink a
touch.
glass, but if you
You're supposed
touch
to
it with your
pretend
ring,
like you're clinking. That's the new vibe. Okay.
That's amazing.
please
So,
be gentle on the glass
very
with your ring. It's
exciting.
gonna mess my sound.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
It's okay.
Not you.
Well, we had planned
She's
on
not
like
full
we're gonna
rings.
fill out the magazine by the end of the summer,
Yeah.
and like we didn't do that, but like
I mean, is
5 is
we're
Five,
close. Like we got a
nine,
lot.
Catch this. In the previous 7 weeks.
Yeah.
Did you sign 5?
No.
Okay.
How many did you sign in the
So,
previous 7 weeks?
Like 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That's my point, right?
Yeah.
It's the gap in the game.
150%.
That's the gap in the game.
Right.
Kind of a little bit, right?
150%.
Yeah.
Like, that's pretty sweet.
Right?
That's the sweet sauce.
What's the
Yeah.
sweet stuff? What accent? What's the
I don't know.
know,
It's the
man.
sweet sauce.
It's just
Some sort of Muppet vibe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, how about this? Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Knowing now, if you had known then what
Yeah.
you... Am I getting there? If you knew then what you know
No, now.
Now that song's in my head.
what would
Okay.
you have done differently? How could you have, like, really turned this up?
Man, I don't know. Like, the thing that most of the things that held me back were not things I could change. Like, it's the middle of summer. My children are not in school. Everyone is
Time
gone.
to take on a child.
Right, like everyone's on vacation all the time and not answering their emails. Like, you can't help that, right?
Yeah.
So maybe let's do this in March. You know, like maybe.
Okay.
There's always going to be something,
Right.
just so you know.
So I don't think I don't know. Maybe I would have focused a little bit less on some of the way long-term stuff, because I did get some long-term stuff done.
Yeah.
And more on the close. But that's kind of what I've been doing before, and I wasn't doing any of the long-term stuff.
Well,
So-
the objective was to shift from job to business.
Right. And so we did that, and I feel like I got good work done on both. Like the immediate.
She's just saying
She basically crushed it. I feel
she's
I-
me now would say, do it, girl.
Do it.
Do what you're
Get-
doing.
Do what you're
Get
doing.
it.
All the
Keep
things
on
you're
doing
about
it.
to do, just do those things.
maybe sleep more. I don't know.
Get more right.
Get
Yeah,
more
exactly.
rest,
Once
rest,
sleep
coffee,
a little
yeah.
bit more.
Less coffee,
Less coffee.
more sleep.
More
Ooh,
sleep.
I don't know.
That's amazing.
I don't know.
I mean, not less coffee, just more sleep.
Just more sleep.
That would
Just-
mean that would make the less coffee possible. Really,
Yeah.
is the yeah.
It is really. I love it. What would you say is the biggest aha or takeaway that you're like, I wouldn't have done this, and I did, and this is why.
So I had a few kind of business aha moments during this period of time. One of them was just kind of thinking about who my actual best clients are and refining that a little bit led me to kind of the conclusion that I need to stop trying to convince people to spend marketing money and instead try to convince people who are already spending marketing money that I'm a better place for them to do that.
Thank you.
'Cause
People who are not spending marketing money, when
Yeah.
they look at the budget, there's not a line
yeah.
where it says this amount
Yeah.
of marketing money, which means that money's for them. It feels like
Come out of my
it's coming
pocket.
from something else.
Yeah.
Got it.
And
Which
getting
is
over
their
that.
pocket.
Which is their pocket. And
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
And you're running a business, you don't have a line item for marketing. Okay.
Yeah.
So you need a little bit of coaching.
I don't know that we have a line item for marketing.
Yes, we do.
I'm just kidding.
I'm just kidding. Dana,
Well, and one of the things we talked about
Yeah.
was most franchises have a you must
Yes.
spend marketing money.
And that's been
and so,
very fruitful.
boom,
Yeah.
and
Ooh, I
go
like
for
that.
it.
Yeah, rather than
You
trying to
must
convince
spend.
In a franchise agreement, it says you must spend X number of dollars
because
on
they
marketing.
know.
You
Absolutely.
know why?
Yeah.
Exactly. You
'Cause
said
they
it
know.
best. They know.
Yeah.
If you're not marketing, someone else is, and they're
Yeah.
winning your clients.
And even the people that I have thought of, okay, you're one dude starting a business. Why are you so cool with spending marketing money? I meet with them and they're like, oh, this is my third business I've started.
Thank you.
It's like,
So
okay,
they know.
They
You've
get
done, this is
They
not your
get
first
it.
rodeo and
They
you know
get
you have
it.
to spend
That's
on this.
amazing. I
Yeah.
think that you shifting your energy from trying to chase people down and convince them that they need a marketing
Huge.
budget
Yeah. Yeah.
versus saying, hey, you're marketing in this way now, but if you market in this way, it makes more sense, and here's why. I think
Yes.
that is business shift in a huge way.
Yeah, that has been a major factor in getting the partners
Yep.
I've gotten. It's just focusing my energy toward the right
Yep.
people.
They're already marketing.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
So
Billboards
then
are
you're
made
not
out.
chasing and dragging and expelling all of your energy.
Yeah.
Yes, that's the job of a business coach.
Which is the
Yeah.
burnout. What?
Yeah.
I said that's the job of a business coach.
No.
Yeah, and I'm just
Convincing you to do the marketing.
if there is a salesperson that can do that, it's not me. I'm
Yeah.
I'm not going to convince you that marketing is a good idea. That's
No.
not, I
I'm
can't
sorry, that's not my job.
do that.
When,
You know,
when
yeah.
people are like, how do I identify somebody who's a good fit for video? I'm like,
Yeah.
look for people who are posting videos.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
we can do them better.
Or doing billboards.
Or people who
Yeah,
are
direct
advertising
mail, any of the
already
things that they're
because
spending.
they get that
Yeah.
they have to.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So that's
What are
been
the other
great.
ones?
Yeah.
Huge.
Also, really doing a lot of refining on my social media and figuring out kind of who my target market is and where those channels need to be, and having a lot of conversations about, okay, this type of content's going to go on Instagram and Facebook, but only this type of content on LinkedIn. And, when I go to this sort of event, I need to post these sort of pictures because this got more engagement, and kind of figuring that out has been really rewarding. More numbers. I have in the 7 weeks increased my social following by about 30%.
Oh, and you brought on
exciting.
somebody to handle it for you so
I
that
did.
you
I
weren't
was
doing
gonna say,
it.
That's how I did it because I'm bad at it, and she's very good at it, and that's all I needed.
And it was one of those things you hated.
Yes,
Like,
I hated it.
You
I
could
was-
tell you just like
Like,
I was
decide-
very
like, you don't hate it. You love attending the events.
I do.
You love being present,
Yes.
and you'll stop for the photo,
Yeah.
and then
I was
sit
thinking,
there
I'm
and
managing and
stay on the phone.
That's universal. I'm
or-
that person on vacation that I'm not going to get my phone out. I'm not going to bring a camera. I'm going to live in the moment. And if no one takes a picture of it, it never happened. And,
Right,
like,
because you'll
that's
never
fine.
remember
Yeah.
it because you're like, oh, that was that trip.
But I don't like viewing the world through a camera. I like being
I feel
there.
like that's
you know?
a theme. I feel
Yeah.
like that's a theme. What we're talking about here is, as a business owner, when you if there's something you know you should be doing, and you're not doing it, it's okay. Let's not be in
Give
denial about
yourself-
it. Let's just
give yourself
accept
some
it.
space.
If you're not doing something you know you should be doing, it's because you don't like doing it. And just find someone else to do
Who
it.
loves
That's it. Just
That's
find
the
someone who
goal.
loves it. Exactly.
That's
If
the
you
goal.
don't like doing it, if you just don't like doing it, but you need to have it done, just find
Because
someone
there
else
is
to do it.
somebody that probably does
There's
like to
people
do
who
it.
But Lucas, you have to pay them. Like,
Yeah, that's true.
That's the
That's true.
difficulty.
You do.
Yeah,
But if it
yeah.
needs
And
to,
you have to
like,
know it has
if
an
it's going
ROI
to grow
to
your
it.
business, then
Yeah.
it's time to just
Yeah, and there's an ROI.
Yes.
You know that you're going to get the return from it. Just pick the right person.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
And make sure that you're kind of growing and scaling as
You
it
got
is.
it.
Yeah. So that's been delightful. And then I would say maybe the last of the kind of business aha moments has been trying to figure out exactly, sort of to your point, what of the many jobs I'm doing is the actual job I want to be doing in 2 years. Like, I can't do 4 people's jobs forever, and which of them is mine?
Yeah.
And trying to segment those jobs into, okay, maybe I can't hire someone to do this now, but maybe in 6 months I'll hire someone to do this. And I can't hire someone to do that, full time, but maybe 20 hours a month I can get someone to do this. And really kind of dialing in, what do I want to be doing for this business? Where is the most valuable use of my time versus things that eventually in the future I will want to offload to other people.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was,
Even-
that was
even
great.
And then
just
you
to
see
find
that
those
light at the
things.
end of the tunnel.
Yeah,
right.
And
okay,
it's
I know,
It's not
I know.
forever.
Yeah.
I hate it right this
And then
moment.
you're like, oh my
It's
God,
not
no, wait, it's a
forever.
train! And then, not really.
It's not
Hey,
forever.
you're really spiking my
Oh,
audio.
did I ruin your audio?
That was louder than our clinks,
That
I
was
should like to let
supposed
you
to
know.
be. That was getting hit by a train. Okay, it's kind of loud.
Choo choo.
Sorry, in my example, the light at the end of the tunnel was a train.
It's a train, yeah.
I didn't mean, sorry. The light at the end of the tunnel is you run a successful business
Yeah.
with lots of
And
people
you got
who are
somebody
great at what
else
they
who's
do.
doing it.
Okay, whatever.
So
you know?
tell us about the
It just kinda
progress on
happens.
that long-term franchising.
Yeah.
Because I was
so-
thinking that was going to be the piece that nothing was made on because, like, let's just run our business.
Yeah.
But you actually even made progress around that.
I did. I've got a sort of sales guide to give people to sort of address some of the common objections I have. So
Really?
if someone says,
Okay.
I don't want to do this because X, well, then it's probably because this, and you can tell them that. So I did a little of that, partially just to help me kind of get in my mind how I should be having these conversations. I did some refining on the actual magazine to kind of alter, like previously my sort of welcome letter was also about Huntsville, but now I'm like, no, it needs to be about me. This is like the publisher's letter. And so, this is about me. And then in future, Welcome Home, Franklin is going to be the Franklin publisher talking about them and that sort of thing.
Like working on the business now with things that can be improved with the long-term vision of how can this apply
I'm going to teach this to
is
somebody
just
else.
genius. Like
And
you're
it's-
doing the work already.
Well,
You
and
might
the
as well.
That's
best
the
and the
goal.
best time to document it is when you're doing
Right,
it
yeah.
and
Otherwise, I'm just
stubbing
gonna
your
forget it all.
toe, right?
Yeah.
You stubbed your toe on this objection, and this
Yeah.
is how it would have been better handling it.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yes,
And
Just-
because
yeah.
like you could like project out and be like, I think this is what happened, but like you're never
I
gonna
know.
unless you're
This
doing
happened
it.
yesterday.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
So I think, Alisa, over most of the participants was the one that showed up the most to the weekly check-in calls.
Yay. I think I should have all but once.
I
And I was
yeah.
actively sick that time. I did not want to be.
You were like, hold, please.
Yeah, that would not have been fun for anyone.
So what have you seen, Megan, as far as like growth and like transition and like what are you most excited
Well,
to see?
I didn't have as much anxiety about you as I did coming in
Wow.
person that I
Yeah.
did not see the
Yeah.
entire time. I love the way you talk about your business. I love the way you think about it, and you're thinking about the pieces and the philosophy behind what am I doing to serve the customer that's brand new to the city, and all of those kinds of things. That was the most fun part of it for me. Was just,
I fell in love with a magazine that I really actually thought print was dead. I am not even gonna lie. I was like, I remember the first time we met. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
Isn't that nice?
Yeah.
that's such a cute
Yeah.
baby.
Yeah. No one's gonna buy it, but
It's
you know, that's yeah.
But then you
But
read
then
it.
I like,
Did you
I was
read
like,
it?
I totally am all in. I'm on board. I'm totally like,
Well, and I read
yes.
it, and I was like, I need this, and I've lived here for 20 years because I haven't kept up with what's going on in Huntsville. So this would be helpful, and I might have been the one that was shoving social media your direction. Like, you should do social media so that you can keep me in the loop about all the things that are happening in Huntsville.
Exactly. Let me be the trusted
Is
source.
Megan the lady
Yeah.
who steals it from her neighbor? Because she wouldn't get coffee.
Yeah, 'cause she didn't
She
move
wouldn't
it.
live there.
She
I
delivered
gave
one
you a
to
copy.
me.
Yeah.
I'm
She
just
takes
saying,
it
if
out.
if Megan didn't have the hookup, she would be like sneaking across the street at 5 a.m. to steal it off the porch.
My neighbor's house is for sale.
They
I
will
might
get
be
one.
watching. I might be
get one.
watching
That's
the
right.
mailbox.
So if you're moving into Huntsville, watch out for those
Yeah.
neighbors who have been
I
there while
really-
they're trying to get your magazine.
I mean, magazines are probably not as a big source right now, but this is tailored different.
Yeah.
It's a resource.
It's a
more than
Exactly.
resource.
magazine
No, that's
almost.
exactly what
Yeah.
it is.
Well,
Yeah.
and I'm starting to see a lot of things that are old coming back. Like, I asked him if I offended him. He said no. But a guy who showed up, and he started a newspaper. And I mean, like, straight up Huntsville
Okay.
Times,
Yeah,
old timey newspaper,
Yeah.
right? And I was like, and one of the members was sitting there reading. I was like, I haven't seen a newspaper in ages. And somebody was like, it's his newspaper. I was like, I didn't offend you, did I? I just haven't seen one. It was
Yeah.
such a novelty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like, I got excited about it because it was such a novelty.
It's a
and it
prop.
was going
It's
back.
like a thing that you put to throw it back
Yeah.
to the
Absolutely.
at the kitchen table with dad while you're having, you know what I mean? Like,
And
there's
they're
like-
like
Yeah.
many old things that used to be essentials and then died, it's now a luxury item.
Yeah.
It's now
That's
a
it.
symbol.
That's
yeah.
it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's what we're doing with print. And increasingly too, you know, especially younger people, especially as AI rises, like people don't trust things that they can't hold and touch.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like if you see a video, like
Yeah.
It
Was
could-
is it going to be a deep fake? Who knows?
It could
you know,
be.
like,
It really could be.
yeah.
Yeah.
And so there's an increasing amount of even kind of the very young people. I guess my generation is probably the ones that were most like no print. But the younger people are like, yeah, if I can hold it and touch it, then I know, you know, it's probably more reliable than something someone just threw up on the internet to maybe.
Yeah.
sell
No, I think
something.
there's
Yeah.
that's a valid point. That really is a valid point because like distrust in everything that's on the internet continues to increase as AI video production and AI
Right, and
media
because
production.
I mean, you can kind of
Oh,
spot
it's
it a
good.
little bit, but
Oh, but
sometimes
it's
you're
really
like,
good. no, I saw an ad
wow.
and it was this guy's walking up talking about getting business and how he gets leads and stuff. And I'm like, that's a really cool looking ad. And I click on it and I'm like, because I do ads and so I'm interested and I'm watching it. And I look in the comments and something, nice AI. And I was like, huh. And so I watched some more and I'm like, oh,
see
dang.
it, and I don't even notice
I
it.
didn't
Yeah.
even realize and then I start seeing other versions because I clicked on it. So the algorithm's like, oh, you like that? Have some more. And I'm like, okay, now I can see it. But before I read that comment, I just
did
watched
it.
the
Yeah,
ad.
like
and I
the
was
like
this production
raccoons
was
jumping on the
clean.
trampoline
Like,
on
let's see.
Instagram. That's the one that's been going around. Like very cute. And then later I'm like, that's AI, you know. And I was like, oh, I didn't.
Oh.
I
That's right.
literally
I
thought
shouldn't
they
have
were
known.
jumping.
I thought the raccoons
and
were.
AI is gonna be
saw,
brand new, guys.
yeah.
It's
I
brand
saw
new.
some tsunami
Yeah.
ones coming in, and I was like, "Oh my god, is it hit?" And then, like, there's just one little thing that happened, like the wave just suddenly
Got morphed a
disappeared, and I was
little
like,
bit or-
"Oh,
Yeah.
you almost had
And
me."
in a year and a half, that won't be there.
That won't be there.
Right.
You
know,
it used
they're
to be
getting
that you
better,
could
yeah.
watch the hands.
Yep.
And the hands would have like all extra hand fingers
Not
and
anymore.
be more friendly. Now, it's a lot of it's actually
Yep.
really clean. So
Really clean.
it makes sense that
We can't
you know,
trust it. We
that we
can't
can't-
trust it
don't
anymore.
trust it.
Well,
I
that's
predict a resurgence in
Yeah.
print and hard media.
Yeah,
We'll see.
exactly.
We'll see if it works.
Well, and I also like the fact that you started to shift a little bit more to I am the influencer,
Yeah.
right? You mentioned the letter from you,
Mhm.
but I am the person who's curating these
Yeah.
people you can
Yeah,
trust.
because it
These
gives
are
them a
my
reason to believe that it's a
personal
real person.
referrals.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not just, I'm putting my name on the line
100%.
for these people.
Yeah.
I have vetted them.
And she's
this
not
is the best of the best.
Yeah.
And she's not just selling ads to anyone.
Mm-hmm.
She's selling ads to
Yeah.
people she believes in and wants to ultimately support. And so it becomes a really trusted resource.
And I have been focusing on that more too. I've been telling people like, look, I'm interviewing you as much as you're interviewing me because
Thank you.
And
That's really important. Honestly, if you could drive that point home,
yeah.
that would pretty much be it.
It's helped.
That
It's
would
helped.
pretty much be
Yeah.
it. Like if you could really effectively communicate and convince people that this is not about you buying
It's
a
that
slot,
credibility.
that I'm going to choose whether or
Yeah.
not you get to be in
Yeah.
this, and that was true.
Yeah, and
Like, that would
it's
be done.
true. I've
Then it's just a matter of
rejected
whether or not they
several
like you.
people now.
And it's like,
They were shady.
Does it
Yeah.
feel good to be able to like reject people?
Yeah.
It's like I've moved out of desperation
Yeah.
into like, okay,
Yeah.
so it doesn't have to be. I don't have
that's
to
nice.
do this just because.
I don't think it's a good fit.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
I
Have a
know you
nice
guys
day.
are.
Have
yeah,
a nice
yeah.
day.
So it's not however much money you're going to give me, it's not worth the loss of credibility I would get
Right.
when somebody
Yes.
called me and said you screwed them over. Like that's
Right.
Yeah.
not okay.
So,
Yeah, can't do it.
good luck though.
Good
Yeah,
luck.
good luck
for
though.
coffee.
Yeah, yeah.
Awesome.
Have it
Good.
and go with
Delightful.
peace.
Yes.
Go with
Well,
peace.
I would give this
Better.
4
How does
cups.
this get
Yeah.
better?
Yeah.
Pretend
Well
to clink.
done.
There we go. Pretend to clink. Good.
There we
Nice.
go.
Nice.
And eye contact and go.
Sorry, while I
Yeah.
drink it. Okay.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
It's cool.
I love it.
I'm so
Well,
excited.
you heard it here first.
I know.
Print is on the comeback.
I believe it. I
This
believe
isn't
it.
going to work.
If something doesn't change, I'm gonna have a mental breakdown.
My white blood cell count was off.
Business feels chaotic and messy.
You can tell me everything that I need to do,
Just couldn't figure out why I was sick.
but if I'm not confident enough, then it's just stuff on a piece of paper.
I don't have a solid process.
And there's just so much that has to get done, running from one crisis to another.
I really didn't go all in on the sales piece.
I'm not putting in the time. I'm not doing the one-on-ones. I'm not getting in front of people.
Angela does have a full-time job, and the assistant is my full-time job.
It's just all on you.
I was stuck and wondering what I was doing wrong.
I didn't know even the first step to take.
It felt like I wasn't getting anywhere.
This is not what I signed up for, and it's not working for me.
We're just waiting for something else to go wrong.